Kelly, good morning and welcome to the Splash Live.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good, good. Always nice to see you.
Well, likewise, nice to see you. And as you may have seen and our viewers just saw, a really exciting weekend at Orchard Mall. The weather's going to clear up. I promise there'll be no smoke on Saturday. And we got the food truck rally, so much fun. And Kelly, you guys making the mall available, making the parking lot available, helping out youth assistance. And I know you put a ton of work into this event. Thank you very much. Just talk a little bit, if you would, about the new Saturday format.
Sure, we're excited. And just to make a correction, I don't have a ton of work into it. The committee does. All of the folks at Youth Assistance and Parks and Rec and everyone that steps up to put this event on, they're the true hard workers. We're happy to donate our property to be the venue and to support the wonderful mission of the Youth Assistance. And we're excited that it's on a Saturday this year to have a full day of fun inside, outside in the parking lot with the food trucks, with the music, with the face painting, and then all of our retailers will be open on the inside as well. Some will have booths on the outside with certain specials and things to share with the group, but our doors are open for people to come in and cool off or get some graduation presents or Father's Day gifts. It's going to be a great day on Saturday.
Well, listen, I'm not going to let you defer all the credit on this. This wouldn't happen if we don't have the mall. People need to know that Kelly is very active in the community. We see you working on things all of the time. And listen, if you're going to have a bunch of people over to your house, and even if you didn't plan the party, you still got to get ready. You got to clean up after they leave. You got to make sure they're happy when they're there. So we know that you're going to be great hosts and hostesses this weekend at the Orchard Mall. And how awesome. It's right in the center of our community. The food truck rally is a relatively recent event, but it's kind of grown into our summer thing where people get together. And I was so thrilled when I heard this is moving to the Saturday format because a lot of us had to rush to get there after work, and we just really couldn't enjoy the whole thing. So the Saturday format probably good for business for your mall, but it's really going to give people an opportunity to get together and just sit back and relax and enjoy the music and the food and the beverages and all the face painting and bouncy thing, whatever that's called for the kids. It's got to have a name, but
I think they're bounce houses.
Bounce house, that's it. But I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's got to be exciting for you to be able to have all that happening right at your place.
It is. You know, we like to have parties. We like to invite the community in, have everyone over, and it's going to be a really nice day. There's something for everyone. The committee has truly thought of everything. So I know you mentioned the 21 food trucks, the face painter, the music. We'll get to see everyone that we didn't really get to see during that ugly pandemic that we won't talk about today. And just enjoy the beautiful weather. It'll be a really great day.
No, and you know, one of the cool things about, we've seen some of the food trucks now from last year, but one of the really cool thing about the evolution of this food truck thing getting so popular is you really get a lot of independent entrepreneurs who make their own specialty dishes that, you know, that you wouldn't have an opportunity to enjoy elsewhere. Having all that food and all that variety in one space, I mean, that alone, I know it is a food truck rally and there's a lot of other fun things going on, but, you know, as someone who likes to eat a little bit, I got to tell you, that's a really special treat.
Well, the good news is, Dave, it's all day this year, so you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, you got a scrambled eggs truck out there? I don't know, but so
I think there's a delicious donut truck.
Okay, well, there you go. So obviously, if we are partying in your parking lot, we're probably not going to be parking there as well. Maybe you can accommodate some. And I think over at English Gardens across the street, we're going to be parking there. Is that correct?
Yes, there will be some overflow parking, and there's plenty of parking in our shopping center, at the back of the shopping center. There's plenty of ways to get there. It's going to be a beautiful day, so if there's a little bit of a walk, it might not be too big of a deal, but I think with the overflow parking and all of the logistics and way that it's mapped out and the full day, I think it'll be spread out enough so that everyone will find time to come and enjoy.
So, Kelly, a little bit of business now, okay? And Kelly and I are friends, and we didn't have a conversation about this before we went on the air. This is just ad hoc, off-the-cuff conversation. So thank you in advance before I take you where I'm going to take it. First of all, let's talk about retail in West Bloomfield. From my perspective, we're doing pretty darn good right now. You know, we don't have a ton of vacancies. I know there's always going to be some, and you've got a couple to fill, but by and large, and the major vacancies that we have seem to be getting filled. There's always a cycle when someone leaves, and they're getting filled with amazing realtors or retailers. Forgive me if it's not your tenant, but you take a look at what's going on down Orchard Lake Road with Schuler Books. Having somebody like that. You take a look at the swim school in your mall. These big, huge people coming in, investing in our community, and they're some of the best retailers in the state and in the country, and they want to be here in West Bloomfield. I'm sorry. And then, you know, here's a picture of more housing development going on right down the street in Orchard Lake Road. I mean, we're busy here. Do you have the same positive vibe that I do, Kelly?
I do, and that picture is actually fun. It's right outside my window in my office. So I, you know, as someone that's in the real estate market, it's fun to sit and look out my window and watch that building be built right here in our community. So you mentioned that one. I also hear Tesla's coming to our neighborhood.
They are.
And that'll be on the other side of my building. So I'm starting to get surrounded with really wonderful things, not only at Orchard Mall, but right here in the West Bloomfield community. And,
Suzanne Levine, by the way, we got a Tesla picture we can put up here real quick. Suzanne Levine of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber has actually guaranteed that Elon Musk will come to West Bloomfield for this grand opening.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not quite, but we're trying. we're trying, but you know, listen, it isn't an easy time. Your industry, while I say that, you know, at the very highest level, somewhat invisible to consumers, there have been a lot of major commercial real estate retail transactions going on in our state, and you know, to me, that's kind of an indication that you know we're in a little bit of a transitional period, but I see here in West Bloomfield, I see rock solid growth and activity.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. I mean, things are certainly more difficult post-pandemic. Everything takes a little bit longer. Construction costs have gotten a little more expensive. But when you have this wonderful community and surrounded by all of the lakes and the residential, we've been very fortunate in the West Bloomfield market. At Orchard Mall, we were thrilled to get Goldfish Swim School at our location. And from what they've told me so far, they have been just as thrilled by the response and the welcoming feeling and just the excitement that they've gotten from all of the residents in West Bloomfield. So we do have two more businesses coming in. One, I believe, just opened this month. Christina's Consignments is open at Orchard Mall, and Vitality Bowls will be opening later this month. So more exciting things to come at Orchard Mall as well.
Well, you guys keep evolving and changing to stay current with what consumers want, and that's really cool. And listen, I was trying to think of when I was a little kid, riding my bike around that property. I mean, I'm just trying to think when they built the mall. But
1973.
See, there you go. See, so my memory was correct. So I was a kid riding my bike around that parking lot because I grew up just down the road. And, you know, Kelly, whoever would have thought the mall would be where it is today? And the last thing I ever thought is you'd have a big swimming pool right in the middle of the mall.
Me too. That was fun to see built.
So it's all good. Okay, well, good. So food truck rally going on. Let's share the specifics one more time. We get the poster there. It's happening Saturday, 11:30. I think that says until 9 o'clock at night. Orchard Mall, West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake, and Maple Road. We all know where you are. There is a small admission fee that's going to go to help West Bloomfield Youth Assistance. And you know, how do we leave out the most important thing for adults? There's going to be a beverage tent there as well. So you need something to wash down all that food, right?
Yeah, and I'm told if you buy your tickets online in advance, you get a free bottle of water. So you might want to take advantage of that.
All right. Kelly, thank you very much. Anything else you want to share with our audience while we have you here?
No, just that we're thrilled to have the event again. We hope to see everyone on Saturday. The event is put on by West Bloomfield Youth Assistance in partnership with some other surrounding youth assistance organizations. And that's what it's really all about. It's about supporting this organization that supports all of the children, youth, and families in our community. So you can come out, have a wonderful time, and support this great organization at the same time.
And it is, and I totally agree with everything you just said, but I would add to that, it's also a great opportunity post-COVID to say, hey, we are here, we are a community, we can gather, we're going to have fun, we got all day Saturday, and we're going to all get together right in the heart of our beautiful communities and have a little bit of fun with music like you're seeing, all the fun. I mean, look at all this fun. We're going to turn your parking lot from a functional place into just, a day full of fun. It's going to be a big carnival festival atmosphere. And thank you, Kelly, for helping us to promote it.
Thank you, Dave. What time are we meeting for breakfast?
I got to check my busy schedule. I'll get right back to you after the show.
All right, sounds good. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you very much for being with us.